Hello, welcome to a maker studio. I'm Cheryl and I create over on the Home of My Making Facebook page, but I'm here today to show you a really fabulous stencil. So don't forget, as you hop on, tag 3 friends and share this tutorial so you could be in the giveaway for this stencil. So let me show you the stencil. It has got so much detail. It's called Forest Pattern. I love it because of all the intricacy of all the trees. It's a simple pattern, but it's got so much detail. There's 3 different segments here. You have this center segment that's a little bit wider, this segment, and then this one here. So let me show you what I'm going to do with this today. Don't forget, tag 3 friends and share this tutorial so you can be in the giveaway. Now, if you're new to a Maker Studio stencils, they are tri-mesh adhesive reusable stencil. So all you have to do is keep them clean, store them properly, and you could use them over and over again. So it comes in a sleeve with a little bit of a cardboard backing. You always want to save that so that you could store them back in there. And the stencil comes on another backing. Now this is the adhesive part that is attached to that. Because this one is 3 different segments, I am going to cut it out because it's not really supposed to be used in its entirety because of the fact that it has 3 different sections. So I'm just going to cut this center section out. I cut it with the backing on it. You don't want to take it off its backing and then try to cut it because it is adhesive and it would be very hard to do so. So just keep these 2 segments for another project. And that's the great thing is you have a whole bunch of parts of this stencil to go ahead and create a lot of different decor pieces. So I'm just going to use this segment. Now look at all that detail. Of course, I want to keep it in one color because I think that it's going to be more dramatic by keeping it in one color, the whole thing. So I'm going to start with just a simple gift bag from Dollar Tree. Now this is red, so you could do this many different ways. I'm going to peel it off its backing. Now always save your little backing that the stencil was adhered to so that when you clean this particular part of the stencil, you have something to place it on and store it back into that sleeve. So I'm going to press this onto this particular bag. I'm going to put a napkin under here. And then I'm going to take some gel art ink in the color Well I Declare, which is the white color. Also, I'm going to take a spreader and just cut it a little bit so I can have more control of the application by not having a big portion of the stencil. So what I'm going to do, just press that down. When you're dealing with the adhesive stencils, you do need to make sure they're flush with your surface, whether it's a bag, a wooden surface, or anything else that you're applying the stencil to. So I'm going to take the little part of the spreader. I'm only going to put a little bit on my spreader at a time, and then I'm going to apply it to the stencil and push it through the pattern. I am being mindful not to get it onto the bag. If you felt like you would try to get it on the bag, then just tape that part over. So if you guys just hopped on, let me know if you have used any of our products and which ones you like the best. What product do you like the best here at a Maker Studio? These stencils are fabulous and the aesthetic is just so classic in all of the stencil designs we have here at a Maker Studio. So as you can see, I'm adding more product to my spreader. A lot of the reason why I do that is because it does come in a tube. I don't want to waste it if I was to take out too much. Plus, I don't like to apply a lot of product to the stencils anyway. But you can always go back for more product. So just looking at this stencil, I'm seeing if there's any red peeking through. If there's red, that means I missed a spot because the surface, which is this red bag, shines through. So there's so much detail in this particular stencil that it's fabulous. So I always keep a bowl of water here, but you guys at home, everything that we use is reusable and washable. So those little spreaders are reusable. They're made of plastic, so you could wash them and reuse them again. Look at that detail. I love the fact that it's done in one color. Now you could take even a white bag and do it green. In this case, I did red and white. My aesthetic at Christmas time is red and white. So I'm kind of making this for myself. So all that product that's in here is now you guys at home, what you would do is go run this under tap water. Just use your hand to get all this product out of there. It's water soluble, so it'll come right off. But once you get it out of there, and the reason being why you want to do that is there's a tri-mesh in here, which is giving you that detail. That's what we push the product through. So you have to get all that excess product out of here so that when you continue to use the stencil moving forward, it doesn't impede you getting the product through it on your next project. So go ahead, rinse this off. This is a tacky back. Lay it upside down on a lint-free rag and let it dry. Let it air dry. Try not to pat it with a paper towel or anything. Let it air dry. Then you're going to put it back on the backing that you originally peeled it off of, and then slide it right back into your sleeve, and that's the maintenance, and that's where the reusable part comes. I am going to hit this with a dryer just to get it dried so I don't smear it going forward. Now I love to make my own gift wrap and my own gift bags, and this is going to make it look so personalized. So not only is somebody going to get a nice gift, they're going to get a nice bag that the gift went in, and then they can reuse it. I'm going to close up my tubes. Remember to do that because they are water-based products and you don't want them to dry out. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I found these, it's a garland of snowflakes at the Dollar Tree. And what I want to do is, let me get this one up. They're all attached, but I do want to unattach 2 of them. So I'm just going to take 2. They're wooden. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of our Bauhaus Buff, which is the white one-step paint. I love the color. It's white. It's just not a bright white. I always transfer to another container just because I like working out of another container. And I'm just going to take a brush and I'm going to paint the tops of these snowflakes. Now again, I did get this at the Dollar Tree. Both the bag and the snowflakes are from the Dollar Tree. I think when you could take some products from the Dollar Tree and really kick them up a couple of notches so that nobody knows where you bought them, I think it's a great thing to do. And who doesn't like wrapping a present in a gift bag? That's so easy. So I'm just going gently just over the top of these snowflakes with the Bauhaus Buff one-step paint. Now the one-step paint is a chalk-based paint. One step doesn't necessarily mean one coat. What it means is you didn't have to prime or sand the surface before you went ahead and used the paint. Now the paint does go over everything. Obviously these are wood, but you could do it on mostly any surface with this one-step paint. They come in a 4-ounce container. They look like this, and we have an array of colors. So don't forget, when you get off this video, the description of all the products, including the stencil that I use, are up in the description section of the tutorial, and you could check it out. Click on there, go check out the other Christmas stencils we have, and see what makes a good fit for you. Obviously, you can use a different stencil on this project. I just love the detail and the simplicity of just the tree. I think it gives a lot of detail. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this with a dryer because I do want to flip them over and paint the other side real quick. So this paint dries really fairly quick. Normally you could walk away after in 20 minutes, come back and paint the back of them. But because I'm on a live, I'm going to hit it with a dryer and it dries it pretty quick. Since it is a water-based product, it does dry pretty quick. As well as the gel art ink, which is the product I used for the tree stencil. It is water-based and it dries pretty quick. So again, if you just hopped on, go ahead and share this tutorial and tag 3 friends and you will be in the giveaway for this stencil. Now remember, there's still segments of it that I didn't use yet. And with the care of your stencils, you could use it over and over again. Like I said, the detail is so intricate. It's actually doing the whole project for me. If you just hopped on, I did put the stencil on a Dollar Tree red bag at the bottom with the white gel art ink in the Well I Declare. And then I'm taking 2 snowflakes from a garland that I got at Dollar Tree and just quickly going over the tops of them with some Bauhaus Buff one-step paint. Again, all the products are up in the description section. And like I said, this dries pretty quick naturally, but I am going to hit it with a dryer to be able to speed up the process while I'm doing this tutorial. Okay, I just needed 1 coat. Sometimes you do need 2 coats with the one-step paint, but it just depends. If you felt like you needed another coat, go ahead and wait for it to dry or dry it with a drying tool and then hit your other coat. But always make sure that you're dried before you go ahead and do your other coat. Again, it does dry pretty quick. Let me know if you do make your own wrapping paper, because you can even take brown paper, which is also available at the Dollar Tree, and put that stencil pattern all over it and create your own wrapping paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some twine and let me go ahead and, these have little holes in it because I did cut it off a garland, so it's perfect for this project. And then I'm just going to take this other one and string them together. Probably don't need that much twine. I'll cut it. Just knotting them to each end of the twine. Now remember, I started out with Dollar Tree products, and we're just going to kick it up quite a few notches. So I'm going to take my bag that I have from the Dollar Tree. I'm actually going to put a couple of pieces of, also from the Dollar Tree, some tissue paper. I'm going to keep with the white and the red theme. Stick that in here like that. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these 2 snowflakes and tie them to the little handle. And you're gonna have a cute little, let me just make a knot up here at the top. So I took two, and I'm just gonna make a bow at the top now. I just wrapped it around the little handle, and then I'm going to take it and have it so that they just hang from there. Now look at how sweet this packaging is. And you could enjoy the bragging rights. So simple. I use 3 products from the Dollar Tree. And let me just make one a little lower. See how that looks? Isn't that cute? Look how simple that was. Look at the detail in the stencil. You can make all of your gift packs. Now imagine giving this to a friend or a loved one with the present in it, and also the gift bag being the present also. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Go ahead and tag 3 friends and share this tutorial, and you will be in the giveaway for this particular stencil. So I hope this inspired you guys. Come visit me at the Home of My Making Facebook page. We have a lot of projects that we do over there using a Maker Studio stencils. So have a great day, guys, and thank you for joining me over here.